All right.
Be a bit of a disaster.
It's not going to be a disaster.
Are you sure?
Good luck. Whatever you... No, don't put the chair through. Okay. Hold on 1 second, chat. It just doesn't figure out.
I can do it.
Okay. All right. Let me update titles and that kind of stuff, chat. 2 seconds as I set this up. All right. I don't think it should be too loud right now. Okay. Cheers again for the host, Arumba. Appreciate the advice too. Okay, let's update some stuff here. Okay. All right. How's the office? It's okay. I'm not thrilled about working from an office. All right. So, what do I need to do for this real quick? You guys can see me. I think I'm bottom left right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to be there for long. All right. So, thank you very much to Unexpected and Goblin Studio for sponsoring the stream. And if you guys are more if after watching this or playing through this with me, guys, if you're interested in it, you can use the command !AFate to get more information about how to get it yourself, as well as what the game is about. We're going to be checking this out for 2 hours here for the rest of the stream. So, let's go check it out. Okay, I think I've updated the stream title to represent what we're doing. Good, have, perfect. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's check it out. So, I don't want to do this one though. I want to try the campaign. So I haven't played this at all yet. Okay. It's supposedly a turn-based roguelite, excuse me, with resource management, which is exactly up my alley. In this first chapter, guide Oku to the Eye by repairing a bridge, learn how to move units and explore, gather resources. This looks like a little tutorial, but maybe a little bit of the first chapter too. So let's do it. Let's check it out. At the cusp of the 456th blink, the Sigh awakens. The growling of the waves free it from its long slumber. Its time has come, so it speeds. The waters approach and the cycle begins again. The wave comes to cover the earth and ensure its prosperity for future generations. In the meantime, guided by the wind, the people of this land must take shelter. People set off on their long journey to meet up at the Eye, their cyclical sanctuary, place of the great meeting. They will live together until their next separation at the end of the cycle. Here they will share their knowledge gained during the last 456 blinks. Later, the great tears will drain away, and it will be time to leave and start all over. Okay. All right. You are the wind. You awaken to the sound of lapping water. The cycle begins again. It's time to accomplish your destiny. This is Oku. Oku is a pupil. Pupils are little curious beings that live in harmony with nature. They form tribes and settle in little villages. Move the camera around. Use the mouse wheel. Okay. Bar represents the time it will take for events in the waters to arrive in this stage. The wave is here. It comes closer to Oku each turn. That's right behind me. Let me move me out of the way.
Lost in time and space.
Okay. Move over here. Some gifted subs from Zerator. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. The bar represents time. So this bar, okay. In 30 turns, the land will be covered in water. You, the Sigh, must save Oku. 30 turns until the waters reach it. Sure. Okay. Open the map to find Oku's position in the world. Today, Oku is here. Oku lives very close to the Eye and never has to go particularly far. So until the last blink, until the wave appears on the horizon, Oku inspects the area around the Eye. Oku's mission is to repair every damaged path to help other peoples on the last stretch of their journey. Each cycle, Oku welcomes the new tribes. Oku is always there when no one has yet arrived, and always leaves when everyone else is already gone. And while waiting for their arrival, rubble must be cleared, rope bridges must be fixed, and trails must be blazed. The Eye is here. At the end of the cycle, it is the destination for all pupil tribes. For Oku, it's the next step. Select a path or halt to find out the travel cost. Between Oku's stage and the Eye, there's a collapsed bridge that stops progress. It needs to be rebuilt using wood and ore. Collect these resources to help make it to the Eye. Choose the map to go back to the current stage. Alright, so our goals on the left over here are... We have more than enough rations. We need 40 ore and 80 wood. Okay. Did I miss the dev in chat? Oh, you're the studio director. Ah, cheers, Zerator. I didn't quite catch that together as you said that. So yeah, checking this out for the first time. That's part of the F2K sponsorship stuff with this. But we're trying it out. Okay. Oku went to collect some ore and has already had 40 ore stored in transport balloons. Now I need to get the ore back to the tribe. So these have this. Select Oku. To select the pupil, you can click on their body or their balloon. Alright, once Oku's been selected, you can whisper him to move. Right-click on this hex and select the movement action so that Oku will go there. Holding down the right mouse button also lets you move the camera. Okay. Action takes place at the end of the turn. To get Oku to move, click the next turn button. Okay. Alright, people spend movement points to move. These planes require 1 MP. Oku has 3 MP, can easily cross them. Okay, great. Get Oku to move to these planes using a right mouse click and end the turn to validate this action. The explorable zone is represented by gray hexagons. Each pupil has a view range of 1 and will automatically uncover the hexagons located. So what are the orange ones then? The ones we've already been through? No resources. So presumably we want to move forward and then find resources because we still need wood. And our balloon supposedly has stuff in it, but I'm not sure how to access it yet. Okay. So 3 movement, 2 should bring us there. And I have to end turn to take our third. Do we just move here then? Can we move to an unexplored tile? Let's find out. Okay. Sure. Alright, end turn was... I've already forgotten. Thought it was down here, but it seems to be blocked. So... Where? Let's just look for controls. Interface, gameplay, inputs. That's what I was looking for. End turn. Next turn is space. Okay. No, it isn't. Select Oku. Tell him to go there. Hit space. No. Move to the highlighted area? Is there an option for that? Like which highlighted area? Wants me to move to a different hex. I don't see which is the highlighted area. This one. Oh, I couldn't move there because I thought it was out of my range. Oh, I see. I got trapped by a tutorial. I got you. Okay. And now the next turn thing is unrevealed there. Got it. Thanks, chat. All right. If the movement cost is higher than the number of MP available, the people will need several turns to finish their movement. Sure. Okay, we've encountered something. Some types of terrain are harder to cross than others. Melters require extra MP. So it'll take me 2 turns because it takes me 4 MP and I only have 3. So. Alright, let's go here. Well, actually, I want to go there, really. Okay. And then we need to end the turn again. I don't suppose we can do anything else with this, like harvest. No, it says no resources. Okay. Alright. Encountered... This is Lulu, the caravan. Help Oku get there to drop off the 40 ore. Okay. Alright, so we brought the ore in our balloon to the caravan. Looks like that's pretty blocked too. Let me get that out of the way. Okay. Alright. Resources can't be used until they've been put in the stockpile. Gotcha. Alright, now only wood is needed to build the bridge. Can be found in forests and jungles. Explore the halt Explore the Holt to find more. Okay. Presumably, let's go take a look around. There's a hill. Let's move to a non-hill. So it's a little bit weird that I don't move till I end turn. I wonder if I can walk into problems or not. I'm going to move there because it's a lot of tiles explored. Okay, we did find wood. It's kind of nice. You need to assign Oku to a building for the resource drop-off. Oku only has Lulu, the caravan, to drop off any harvested resources. Select Oku, then right-click on the caravan and choose wood. Oku will change appearances in the assigned building. Do I have wood? Do I auto-collect it by moving into this terrain? I don't know that I do. This says wood. Okay. So I think she's actually bringing this back right now. How do I see how much she has on her? Okay, among pupils, the red panda form corresponds to the gatherer trade. Oku will be able to evolve in this form and gain experience in this trade. Oku took this shape in order to collect wood. When a trade is assigned, a pupil goes about the job independently. Oku will collect wood in the forest and drop it off the caravan without further instruction. Okay. Then why did I still have 0 after a turn of doing that, though? She's not a very experienced gatherer, and it will take 3 turns to collect wood. Let Oku work. End turns until she's finished. Okay. We got a little timer on the bottom left. I think you guys can see that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, she's collected 40. She knows what to do and will bring the resources back to the stockpile without necessary instruction. As long as you don't give people any other tasks, they will go and collect more resources by default. A pupil has 1 less MP when carrying resources. Okay. So we want to go back. We only needed 80, I believe. And what are we at now? Interrupting a pupil. Okay. Sure. She's now a gatherer. So at the top it says... Oh, I blocked that again. Hold on. I need a spot for this shit. Let's see if I can get that out of the way. Try this for now. Alright. She's now a gatherer. She's starting to gather wood. She's gathered 40 and brings it back. We need 80. So we need 1 more round of that. Okay? So 40 just been returned. She's going to do it again automatically. The rising water is announced by various vagaries. The closer the waves, the more frequent the catastrophes. The wave is always preceded by an enormous cataclysm and is best not to tarry. Okay, so we're going to get one of those next turn. I wonder if that is this. That seems to be as part of the bar, so presumably this means... Oh, that might just be progress indicator. Okay. Alright. The clouds gather very quickly and suddenly. The storm is brief but violent, leaving chaos behind. 3 bolts of lightning strike at random, inflicting 100 damage to structures and igniting forests and jungles. We have a balloon. Bolt of lightning struck this forest and the wood is burning. If Oku stays here, they might get badly burned. If a pupil takes too much damage, they will be called back to the Sai and will disappear. Okay. So we need to... Well, okay. So I guess we're trying to determine basically if we need to take damage to get resource or if we go somewhere else to get resource. I don't know if there's more of that along the way. And I need to get a... I'm going to just see what happens if we harvest more here. Oh, another forest. The tutorial is taking care of this for us. She still needs wood. Or they still need wood. Fortunately, the nearby jungle wasn't hit by the lightning. Assign Oku to harvest wood in the jungle. By selecting Oku, right-clicking on the jungle and selecting wood. Okay. End turn and let her collect the necessary wood. Okay. Alright, and that actually burned down while we were there. So it probably wouldn't have worked for us anyways since it's gone now. And we lost 10 health from burn. So we took damage. Okay. Starts to gather wood. It's bringing it back to the caravan. Okay. All the necessary resources have been collected. Oku can immediately repair the bridge and move onward to the eye. Open the map and tell Oku to leave by clicking on the destination. Okay. Oku can take some of the stockpile to the eye by organizing it on Lulu's back. The resources taken along for the journey. Resources are taken along for the journey. Follow the tribe to the next stage. In this case, they will be useful. Oh, I see. The resources taken along for the journey follow the tribe to the next stage. Sorry, it took me a second to parse that. In this case, they will be useful to the pupils to build the paradise in the eye. Select a resource and put it on Lulu's back. Okay, so this is just excess. So presumably we're going to need food. Can I bring it all? Seems like I can. Okay. All right. All right, linked by destiny. So I'm not sure if campaign is tutorial or if it also comes out into some more advanced stuff in a minute, but we're going to find out. But certainly getting a walk through this is going to be necessary. Honky and Shoot must take one of the paths that lead to their next stage. Can you help them get the necessary resources? Learn to choose a path according to the available resources and halt biomes. Construct buildings, tame rhinophilos, and trade on the market. Manage harvest cycles and discover people's different forms. Okay. The dawn of the fifth blink. The great meeting is closed within the circle ceremony. Every pupil must go to the summit of the great cliffs of the west. It's a hard task, but few do not undertake it. Those who do not join the Sai to guide their companions. Those who do not join the Sai to guide their companions in future travels. At the summit, a vast plateau awaits the pupils who sit in concentric circles around sacred stones. Here, the tribes are reorganized. During the ceremony, each pupil is linked to two others, a new circle. A caravan is assigned, and the next day they leave the eye for the new cycle. All right, 2 times already the ceremony has linked Shoot and Honky in the same circle. Destiny has decided so. The circle is reaching its end, and the wind in their balloons has come to announce the arrival of the waters. It is time to leave and make their way to the eye. This time, Shoot and Honky will make the climb to the sacred plateau together. Even though their egos will never let them speak of it, their impatience for the ceremony is tempered by apprehension. This is the caravan. The tribe is composed of 2 pupils, a Shoot and Honky. Open the map to look to the tribe's journey. So we're going here. We have 2 options, apparently. Medium fertile lands halt or medium rainforest halt. Food, lumber, and ore versus a lot of... I'm not sure what that resource is. A lot of secondary resource, whatever that is. I guess I could hover it and maybe it'll tell me. Pepkins. Okay. All right. Currently 2 halts away from the eye. From the position, 2 different paths are available. Each path has its own difficulties and can lead to very different terrain, which makes it harder to progress. Select the top path to see how much it costs. Sure. To go to the top path, you need to cross a bridge, but the bridge is collapsed and you'll need to repair it with wood and ore. Okay. Note, this path leads to a fertile land halt. There are many lakes, so movement can be difficult. However, there will be lots of arable land, which is probably lots of fish. Bottom path. On the bottom path, the tribe will have to cross a glacier to reach the next halt. They will need to collect pepkins, have enough food, and some stone flint to start fires and warm up. This halt's a rainforest. There'll be a lot of jungles and bogs and a lot of wood. But mosquitoes and disease vagaries are fatal. The tribe doesn't have the necessary resources to make this trip. They'll need to find them at the current halt, harvest them, and stock them. To know which path you can take, close the map by clicking the caravan's halt and explore the halt to find out what resources it has to offer. Okay. So to get to these locations, we either need a bunch of those or a bunch of these. All right. And we have 2 dudes. We want to go to... How do I make you move? Oh, it's still tutorialing me right now. Okay. Shoot and Honky only know parts of the halt. Explore the halt to know your options. No easy resource can be found only on specific hexes. You'll never find pepkins on mountains or in lakes. Okay. So you're going to go to there. If I can select you. Why are you not letting me right-click assign right now? Not entirely certain why I can't move 2 right now. I don't... Okay. Unexplored. Honky, no trade, moving. No trade, nothing to do. I can go here. Weird, I just couldn't find how to go to that one, but I found it now. Apparently it was just the location I was clicking at. So where are you? Go there. Go there. Go there. We're gonna explore, see if we can find resources. I'm not sure if just the white is unexplored or if there's more in the sand as well. So let's go here just to see if it opens up tiles and then check through here. No, I want to go there first, dude. All right. It looks like no. Okay. So some stone there for the southern pass and more stuff for the southern pass, pepkin there. So I think we're just going to harvest these. That was both the things we needed for the glacial route. So can you harvest stone? No building available to gather this resource. Note that only a limited number of people can work the same building. Why can't I can't just gather stone. I can gather this one. Do I have to build something to gather stone? Huh. Well, let's go there and see what it says. Alright. Go to the building first to unlock it. This is our caravan, which I don't think is a building. I think this is supposed to be a stopped pack animal, right? And when we clicked on it, it said that it can wood, pepkin, and pack animal. I wonder if it has stuff in it. Okay. Don't know. So I'm not sure what building I would go to first, because I don't think I have a building. Let's just go there. Yeah, see what happens. At least one people has nothing to do? Which people has nothing to do? You're going over there. I told you to go there. And you're harvesting, right? Some cool ambience. Alright, so if I click there, cost 1 MP plane. Yeah, I want to do that though. It's 400 there. How do I actually get you to do it? Need to assign them to the caravan to harvest, possibly. But I don't think I have to move there, right? We didn't do this last time. Last time it had us click on the stuff. I thought it was a right click, but maybe it was a left click. I guess it could be go back to the caravan. It seems kind of weird. Or maybe our packs are already full of these. Well, we'll find out what happened. Did I just gain any of that resource? I think I may have. 360 out of 540. Did we? I feel like I'm missing a crucial step here. Okay. No, I didn't have 360. I mean, there's very little more to explore here. My objective is explore right now. Alright, maybe it's a tutorial block then. Okay. 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 With pepkin and stone, you can go via the glacier. If it's not already your current objective, select the glacier on the map, then close the map. That we did not do. Pepkins are base resources and can be harvested via the caravan. Assign Shouldn't Hunky to collect pepkins by selecting each pupil, then right-clicking on the hex containing pepkins, or on the caravan. Peoples need space and two can't work in the same hexagon. Okay. So we're going there. Maybe. You're going here. And you are also going there. Okay. Alright, I was kind of hoping this would go away so I could see back here. So if I click next, they just go to their own ones? Okay. Hunky and Shoot have changed appearance to take on their gatherer form. They will each go to work on their own hex without getting in each other's way. The pupils will collect these things for 3 turns, drop them off in the stockpile, then go back to harvesting. People will continue performing the same action until I tell them to stop. Okay? I'm not sure if I can move the animal. Maybe? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so let's get enough of this, and then we'll see maybe how it walks us through how we get stone. Okay. She's stuck? Okay. These pepkins are much further in the stockpile building than the others. People has 3 MP per turn. It will take much longer to go back and forth from them. Using this hex will not particularly efficient for now. 1 people will be sufficient. Hunky can handle it. Meanwhile, Shoot should go and get some wood. This is Hunky. So telling me different ones, but I think there's still stuff up there. Let's try sending here. See what it does. Peoples can't collect stone or store it in the caravan. You need to construct a building, a quarry. Select Shoot and open their build menu. Oh, I'm going to use Hunky. Nah, I guess I'm not going to use Hunky. Okay. Quarry. Wood. Buildings can only be built on plains. Be aware that resources on a hex will be lost during construction. Place the quarry as close to the stone as possible so it can gather quickly. Okay. I see. So we want to build it here. Cost us 100 wood. And then we want you to gather pepkin. Okay. So she goes and uses the other one up there. Great. Okay. Shoot has become a bird. The shape the builders take when building for 3 turns. Okay. Alright. She's built the quarry. Now it's time to collect the stone. Good. Okay. You now only need to collect enough stone and pepkin to cross the glacier, which was how much? We needed 540, 100. Okay. So it looks like about 9 turns of harvesting stone for that. Get to 120. Stone resources depleted. Will she bring it back? We're at 80. She did bring back that. Okay. So we're good here. Let's go here. Let's bring all the stuff that we have left over. I wonder if I need to bring more than this. Probably in future I should think about harvesting more, but let's leave now. Okay. The stuff that's been removed from the stockpile, but some resources remain. Everything that you leave behind will be lost. Take as many resources as you can by placing them in the caravan's back, and you then head for the next halt. Okay. Tribe has crossed the glacier and is now in a tropical halt. They must stop for a while so they can find the necessary resources to cross the next obstacle. However, the halt they left behind is now under the waves. They mustn't tarry on their way to the eye. The eye is the next halt. Select the eye or pass to the eye and find out what pupils need to get there. Okay, I don't actually see anything. We're here, right? This halt is a little different from previous ones. It's a tropical biome where one will find more jungles and bogs. In a regular playthrough, the people start their journey in a large balanced halt, as it's where the tribe has decided to live for the cycle. As such, one can find practically anything there. Here, the caravan which just arrived, here is the caravan which just arrived at the halt. For now, the pupils are inside. They'll get out when the beast has settled for installation. The caravan moves exactly like pupils, but only has 2 MP. Move the caravan to a strategic location and install the camp. Caravan can't be set up on land that's too steep or too wet. It can only be happy on plain. Will only be happy on a plane, but can crush the trees of a forest to make enough space. Okay. So, but the problem is I don't know what I need to collect for this next stage, right? Didn't seem to really need to collect anything. Okay. It's on the top left. Oh, there's goals right there. Thanks. So I need a little bit of stone and a bunch of, a little bit of ore and a bunch of stone. All right, well, let's set up. I don't think I get my people until I've actually deployed. So let's go there. Why do we only move one thing? Okay, click on it to install. Doesn't seem incredibly useful to us. Still haven't found what we're looking for, but we're close to wood, so maybe it's okay. All right, let's install it here. We get our people back once we've planted it. Explore the map, gather the necessary resources, repair the railroad, and guide the tribe to the eye before the water rises. Okay. So we're gonna need wood to build the stone production building. So one of them should do that now. And then the other one is this one. We're gonna need ore. I don't know what ore looks like yet. And we're going to need, I don't know what this is either. Is this something I have to fight? I kind of want to go here just to see what the interaction is. Cost 1 MP. Is it a resource? Okay, there's stone. We have enough wood that we can build the production. So let's do that. We'll build a quarry. Build it here. Okay. Still need 50 wood, so presumably we're going to be getting that. Okay, she's finished the quarry, so we can harvest this now. We don't need that much, only 120, and I still got to find ore. When I get enough wood, we'll probably do that. I don't know how to harvest wood yet, so we'll find out. Or not wood, ore yet. Okay. So I'm assuming this turn we get wood back. Great. Let's send Hunky over here. Still harvesting stone. It's not. The entire map has been explored, not a trace of ore. You can't repair the railway line without ore. Whisper to Shoot that they should build a market by opening Shoot's construction window in the selection screen. Market is a building that allows resource trading with other tribes. People attach crates to resources balloons, which carried by the wind quickly find their destination. Soon enough, the requested resources find their way back attached on a small balloon. Okay. So you need to build me a... You're not who they wanted me to do for that. It's annoying. Okay. You, apparently, are going to build me a market. The market is an appendix. It's a structure built on the back of the pack animal. As such, each appendix requires you to have a rhinophilo in stock. Their base resources can be gathered directly from the caravan. Find and collect their rhinophilo in order to build the market. Okay. You collect it. And you still need wood, right? No, we're good on wood. Although, presumably we're going to need to trade something. So you could keep going for stone right now, though. Should be good. Okay. Presumably we're taming it? I'm not sure. Okay. So we managed to get that. You can now build me the market. Oh, I haven't collected. Never mind. Hold on. We haven't. She hasn't returned it yet. If you interrupt the people taking back resources to building, these resources will be dropped and lost forever. Unlike other resources, only one rhinophilo per hex. Wait for the people to bring it back to the caravan. Okay. All right. So necessary resources to build a market have been obtained. Choose a people to build it and select the build a market in the appendices tab. Sure. So now we're gonna put this on. All right. So we're still harvesting stone, presumably because we can trade that for ore. No. Like all appendices, the market doesn't need a pupil to operate it. Not all resources have the same value, and the exchange rate changes depending on the resources you have to offer. Obtain ore. Okay. So we presumably trade here. We want to trade. I don't really want to trade wood, but all right. I'm trading wood for ore. 40 for 1. Exchange 40 ore for 1. 40 wood for 1 ore. Okay. I don't have 40 wood. Okay. So you need to harvest wood. Okay. Now I wonder if it forces me to do that or not. I only need 100 stone, 120 stone. So if I wanted to trade stone for ore, I can trade off 60 of this, right? Nice. Okay. How much is left in here? 200 left. I think we're just going to keep trading ore. It seems to have a better trade rate. Friendly tribe has sent me ore. Great. I'm going to keep harvesting this wood, I guess. I wonder if I need this resource. I think this is the last stop, right? And how much do we need? We need 4. Okay. Alright, done. Great. Alright, so we've completed the resources needed. And we want to go there. And I could bring more resources, but I don't understand why I would want to yet. So we're just going to go. Alright, arrived in the Eye, they're impatient to share their newly gained knowledge with the outer tribes. In a few blinks, the waves will have covered the entire surface of the world, and all the peoples will have gathered at the Eye. A new cycle comes to a close. By the fire, lost in thought, the 2 peoples have already left for the next cycle. Climbing the great western cliff will only be a formality. But what will the third circle ceremony have in store for them? Alright, so let's get through the rest of the tutorial, and then we'll see. Pupils are metamorphs by nature. As long as they can remember, animal instincts have allowed them in all of their tasks, has followed them in all of their tasks. Like the center of an eye naturally dilating in the darkness, a pupil's form shifts as its body instinctively knows the best form to take from the task at hand, for the task at hand. Every pupil has, from their first cycle, taken on the appearance of a red panda. All tribes need to harvest resources. Quickly enough, it's a reassuring and familiar form that shapes their day-to-day routine. Some silhouettes are much less habitual and are only worn by the elder pupils or the younger prodigies. Other forms are so rare that no one can say if they really exist. The elders say that these animals evolve, that they have seen them become rarer and rarer before disappearing, just as they see the birth of new animals. Young pupils often speak by the fireside of shapes with long horns, as complex as oak in winter. They also mention web-footed bartracians able to breathe underwater. With shadow puppetry, they amuse themselves by showing off the shapes that fill their dreams. Crack has always been a teller of campfire legends. At each meet, the elders see Crack dancing around them, catching every last crumb of each story. Crack wants to become an engineer. Whenever the opportunity presents itself, Crack builds and builds. The status of expert is only achievable with experience. For now, despite having built a great many structures, Crack is still only a little bird. The little bird dreams of the day when it can become a toucan with a majestic beak. Scion, the other pupil of Crack's circle, has the same aspirations in another domain, to become an expert in fruit harvesting and to learn the famous candied fruit recipe made from the elders. Or from the elders, rather. This recipe lets the maker sublimate fruits into something much more nourishing. This is a circle filled with hope and ambition. Select the map to see the journey. All right. So we now have, we're here? Weird, we can go back? Oh no, it's already filled in. So this is underwater already. Oh, okay. Good, think so. So we need to get to there. I wonder, can I go here? Seems weird to have backwards motion, but maybe this is just a continuation of where we were. So we're going here. Requires 120 wood, 120 clouds, wool, and 40 of this resource, food resource. Okay. Yeah, so it only lets me select the immediate available. Okay. Peoples who need a raft to take this path, wood logs and sails woven out of peep wool should do the trick. The river is long, and they should also be able to take some pepkins. They should also take some pepkins to avoid starvation. Sure. All right. Caravan is here. The tribe already has a building, a pasture. The building allows for shearing and stocking peep wool. This wool can be used for making hangings, warm clothes, or to insulate buildings. Start to complete the objective by assigning Scion to pepin harvesting. Explore the halt with Kraken to find some more wool. Sure. Yeah, you caught my me stumbling over Made from Elders. Alright, they're pretty specific about which people do what. So I'm gonna do exactly what they tell me. And explore the halt with Crack. It's this guy, right? Okay. Can I shift Q? No. Okay. Oh, but as I move next to them, I get a lot more info. Okay. Even though Scion is harvesting pepkins, the tribe's stock is running out. Pupils consume food each turn. When there's nothing left to eat, they fall and lose health each turn. When they no longer have any health points, they're called back to the side. You must therefore keep an eye on them and feed them. Pepkins are very resilient fruits that can be found in every region. They are the basis of a good diet, and pupils eat 6 pepkins per day. Raw pepkins are juicy, but not very nourishing. Just as Crack dreams of construction, Scion wishes to make sure everyone in the tribe has enough to eat. This is Scion's trade wheel. Click to see Scion's talents. Oh, goodness. Okay. This is Pupil's trade wheel. It represents all the forms a pupil can take. Each harvest cycle, build, or production that a pupil performs will bring them expertise points in the trade they practice. After gaining a certain amount of experience, they gain bonuses or talents that will make them better at that trade. These bonuses only apply while the pupil is working in that specific trade. The center wheel represents the base trades, which later specialize into expert trades. Scion already has a lot of experience as a gatherer and already benefits from a few bonuses. Scion requires less food than Crack, for instance. Soon Scion will be able to specialize as a fruit gatherer and take on a new appearance. Look at Crack's talents by clicking on their name. Crack has gained experience as a builder. Even at the center of the eye, some buildings are Crack originals. Progress as a builder is gained by constructing new buildings. People with experience trade will be more efficient one with no experience. Leave the menu and complete the objectives. All right, let's take a quick look at what our people have. Okay. All right, so they have more. So this is Crack. No, it isn't. This is Scion. Scion has better harvesting of wood and pepkin. More, I'm not sure what this is. Knowledge, experience. We don't know what that symbol means yet. And less food consumed per round, and is starting to make progress on the second part of this, which seems pretty sick. Okay. And Crack has 2 MP when we're going to construct a building. Pairs twice as fast. And HP to the buildings. Okay. So let's back out of here. I've forgotten which is which immediately. It looks like Crack is a builder. Okay. So Crack, is this Crack? This is Crack. We want to go there and we want to build a building. We want to build, well, we'll see. This is fine for now. Okay. Alright, some peeps. These creatures are friendly and willingly let pupils unburden them of their wool. They hate rain and generally hide during a downpour. Sure. How do I gather these? I need to build the thing, right? These can't be just harvested, or they can? They can. And where are the bonuses? So just quickly, briefly checking this again. There were no bonuses to sheep harvesting that I'm aware of. Okay. Sure. Need trees as well. This is our better. Okay, this is fine then. Sure. Some peeps. These creatures. Okay, yep. The pasture is a mobile building and is far from peeps, and harvesting their wool will take forever. Fortunately, it's a mobile building. It can be moved where you like it with no additional costs. Click here to repack it. Okay. Reinstalling a building is quite complex and gives as much experience to the builder as if they built a new building, but only once per halt. Okay. So they want me to take this dude and let Crack reinstall the building. Okay. Even though Cyan has been harvesting without fail since the beginning of the halt, and evolution has not yet come, there's not much left to learn as a gatherer, and since the last halt, Cyan has learned nothing new. Despite feeling that there must be a way to improve and specialize, Cyan lacks a place to truly find personal enrichment. The caravan can only let pupils gain experience in a base trade. Pupils who work from the caravan will stagnate and never evolve. To specialize, people must work in a building linked to their desired trade. To specialize, Cyan must work in a harvest hut rather than the caravan. It's the only way that pupils can gain more experience. Build a mobile harvest hut. Crack would be delighted to do so. But I gotta build this first, right? It's still 4 turns on this, too. I'm gonna let this finish first. Okay. Finish this. And then let's build the mobile. What was it they want? A mobile harvest hut. Sawmill, quarry, mine, pasture, harvest hut. Market. Harvest hut it is. Cost me 70 wood, which we don't have. Or if I build it mobily, it costs me this. Okay, so you need to take a moment and harvest wood. Well, hold on. We gotta let you finish. So we need you to move. Where are we gonna build it? We're gonna build it... Mobile harvest hut. Okay. So I guess we're going to there. Okay. Finish my pasture before mobile hut. Yeah, we already did that. Thanks. Okay. Alright. You can go here now. And you are going there to bring... Oh, shit. Forgot what I was going to do. Yeah, 100... Well, we need both. What's the harvest hut cost me again? $70 wood. Yeah. How did I hear about this game? This is a promotion brought to me by F2K and the game devs for this. That's how I heard about it. But chat seemed pretty familiar with it when we opened it up. He's my builder. We have a little bit of food. I think he's gonna help. I think they're both gonna bring back food or wood right now. Okay. Well, the mobile hut was more expensive. It took different resources was all. So I think we're gonna build a non-mobile one just for timing. Okay, so we got wood back. So now our builder can build a harvest hut. If I build it there, what's the resources I'll destroy? Does it tell me how many are here? 500 and 410 there. Seems a little wasteful to destroy that, but it's right where we need it. So I'm going to just do that. We don't need anywhere near 500. Alright, so you need to build me the harvest hut. Okay, and you... yeah, it's Crack, but where is Scion? How do I select? I know there's a selection location here, down the bottom. See, the game for me, I gotta just change this right now. This is why. The default game starts in windowed, and I need full screen. There we go. That's better. Didn't change anything for you because OBS rewrites that, but it makes these things like basically inaccessible for me otherwise. That's much better. Okay, so this is my gatherer, right? So we're gonna go gather wool. Okay. All right, gathered that. Presumably don't need much more. We need to gather. They're eating food, so they're actually taking damage right now. Because they're starving. Am I taking... Is this my HP? Might be my HP. Yeah, they're definitely taking damage, okay? Sign sign to the harvest hut and complete the objective. He is harvesting. There we go. Got some food back. So I didn't bank enough food for that, apparently. And they healed. No, they didn't heal. Uh-oh. Go. They both died. Alright. RIP tutorial. Okay. A poncho drifts slowly to the floor as the pupil is dispersed by the breeze. Their story is already written, and this was not their destiny. They were meant to reach the eye at the end of the cycle. Open the way, restart the chapter, and save them all. Okay. Easy death in tutorial. It's fine. Okay. Alright, so let's do this better. Scion to Pepin harvesting.
You have returned.
And crack to explore. Thank you, Fritzy. Shit, the resub, man. Okay. All right. Get through the wheel that we just did. All right, so we're exploring. Found it. Okay. Click here to repack it. I don't think we're changing that. I think we are gonna go reinstall it. We can put it. I don't really want to put it there. I guess I'm putting it there though. Okay. Just gonna put it on the woods, but that's fine. Okay. Build that up. Keep harvesting food. Oh, what was the issue? We needed wood to do the next production, right? Yeah. So shape-shifting seems to take an action or turn, right? And we're eating, is it 6 a day or is it 6 per? So on one of them we had reduced cost. -1 consumed. What do they actually eat per turn each? It's 6 per day, so it's 11 per day. So I've got 7 turns here. Okay, we need to stockpile a bit more food then. Thank you, Bad Beef, for the resub. Okay. Not done yet. Done now. Right, the next thing requires wood. Are we actually going down in food right now? We are, right? So we need to gather wood from here. Well, we went back up with that too. So we just need to spend a little bit more time gathering food as we gather the wood to build this. I can't remember what it costs to build. It was more than 40 though, I believe. I think it might have been 50. It was 70. Okay, so we need to do another round of that, which is fine. so that was there. Meanwhile, you need to build me a gathering harvest hut. 70 wood. I thought these could be built on jungle. So I can build it here. We wipe out the resources. I'm okay with that. Presuming that get 2 more turns of gathering. So I would lose a turn of gathering here. I'm going to need more wood. I could gather 1 more round before changing their assignments. So this is just brought back. Returning resources, so 1 more turn. That's resources returned. Okay. Now you can go harvest. What are we at? 85 of 40. I could send her to harvest right now. It's probably fine, but I'm not sure I have time to build. So we have 12 turns right now, right? Building was like 4 or 5. It's probably okay. All right, let's go over here. Okay. You're returning, I believe. Good. Okay. Now he's returned. We can go ahead and actually build the building I wanted to build. Harvest hut. And I might actually build it here. I was going to build it here because the adjacency there means we can do it initially. But I think what's going to end up happening, by the time we build it, to get enough of these, they're going to have to have harvested these and come back. So I think I'm actually going to dump it there. Okay. Okay, finish this. Go harvest these. Okay. I don't know if we're starving right now again or not. I'm going to take damage there. He only pulls back 29. And we're eating 11 a turn. So he only gains 2 turns and takes him 3 turns. We're actually starving doing that. So we can't do that. Need mobile version for tutorial? I don't know about that. It does say construct a mobile fucking harvest hut, doesn't it? Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, we can probably still do that. Why did I go... I needed like a... I need an actual thing that tells me what my change in per turn is. This is 11. So we went from... What was it? 17? I just said 11, but wasn't it 17? Okay, so I think it was 12. Which doesn't make any sense, because I thought we were eating 6 and 6 minus 1 for 6 and 5. But maybe when they're actually going to work, it doesn't count? Okay. Okay. Alright, we're hurting, so we need food. Okay. Okay. Alright, we need a little bit more wood out of this and a little bit more stuff. Okay, so they both brought this in now. I don't know why they're not using the fucking harvesting hut. I have to assign them to the hut. God damn it. Alright. So this was the one I wanted to do for that. You're going to assign for the hut. You're going to go grab me a little bit more wood. Okay. So we gained a level up on Scion, who now we have a choice. I don't know what this thing is. Choose one of 2 bonuses. The choice is definitive. The bonus will only apply when Scion is in the form of the fruit gatherer. It's the first step towards expertise in the famous recipe for candied fruits. Pupil is an expert when they, okay, sure, but what do they do? So this one is plus 15 per cycle. I think this is some research we haven't done yet. So let's take a food cycle. That seems fine. Okay. All right. So we need a bit more wood, which is fine. Doesn't look like our wounds are healing, so that might be a finite resource. We have enough food, technically. But we probably need more as we're doing this, so go here. I'm so confused why the one just ran over to the... Why is she now harvesting lumber when I told her to do some other things? We'll get her one round, and then we're going to get out of there. We're running out of time. People's already doing this. Clearly isn't already doing this, though. Oh, no, there's both resources on that. I'm just wrong. Okay. Okay, we have all the stuff we need for the objective, and we're running out of time, so it's probably time to get out of here. Do I have to pack up my mobile locations, chat, or do they come with me? Oh, I haven't constructed a mobile harvest hut yet. Shit. What do they take? $20, 30. You come with me without packing? Alright, so we'll drop one of these down. Just gotta get a little bit more wood, I guess. Yeah, we need more wood and more of this now. Awkward. Who can move? Why? Okay, so you said you're not doing anything, but you are. You've finished? Okay. So we need a little bit more wood. Tutorial mission got harder. Okay. Not enough wood. We need that wood. That's fine. Alright, I think we're good. Let's get out of here. So put things into the caravan. How do I pack the caravan? So I go here, here, like this. Okay. All right. Alright, halt in an ancient forest biome. It's probably filled with ancient historic buildings. This is the last halt before the eye. The tribe is finally at the end of a long journey. They must cross a wide ravine using a zip line to reach the eye. It's not possible for just anyone. Only an engineer can provide a safe passage for the caravan. It's time for the crack skills shrine to become an engineer before the waters reach the tribe. I'm not sure we're going to get there in time, but we'll see. Okay, we need a bunch of stuff we don't have, and we don't have a lot of time. So we might just wipe again to that because I built the wrong building, apparently. That's fine. Alright. Oh no, we get a full timer again. Okay. Alright, fulfill the objectives and get everyone to safely before the waters come. Choose where to place the caravan, deploy your mobile buildings to collect wool, and feed your tribe with pepkins. Sure. Note, if you construct buildings on adjacent hexes, they'll gain a proximity bonus. Their yield will be increased. The bonus is represented by stakes and flags around the buildings. See if you can chat. If you see that, will you point that out to me, please? Okay. Alright, so where are we parking this dude? Presumably over here somewhere. We need ore. Doesn't say we need food, but we're going to need food. I think right about there is probably where we want to go. Is this moving? I think it is. Or here too. Okay, this seems fine. So we'll drop here. Alright. Crack's our builder and Scion's our harvester. Let's get some food banked so we can make do with other stuff. And Crack would like to... Still wounded, by the way. So it's the entire run. You lose less food in the caravan? Okay. We need some exploration happening. We got to get wool and wood. So let's go move over this way. Okay. We have the mobile harvesting location, which I think was able to harvest wood, although I can't really recall. Let's go there. These are remains from ancient times. They are leftovers from previous cycles, traces of the passage of earlier tribes of pupils reclaimed by nature. Exploring remains can be dangerous or beneficial. You never know what you can find. Crack is fascinated by old buildings and wants to visit them all. Crack is delighted at the idea of sharing the tribe's discoveries with the other pupils once they reach the eye. To visit remains, assign the exploring pupil with a right click and choose Explore. Exploring the remains will take 1 turn. Pupil's not qualified. Okay. Find and visit the 3 remains in the ancient forest. Alright, spends the day deconstructing the sawmill that has collapsed in these remains. Transforms into a permanent sawmill. Cool. Alright, still gathering food. So what was the problem with our food gathering? It like wasn't particularly efficient. Okay. So I probably should have actually dropped the thing there. I was thinking it was adjacency. But I think we actually are gathering less per time period than we wanted. Anyways. Alright, let's go this way. Okay. There's wool there. More wool there. Another remains. Let's go explore. Okay, a new pupil has joined your tribe. An unexpected earthquake surprises Sylv, tribe gatherer. The vagary destroyed all the buildings of their village and buried Sylv in the rubble inside the remains where they thought they were safe. Speaking of, Sylv's sawmill must be somewhere in the Halt in a terrible state. Sylv dreams of becoming a woodcutter and will be very useful when it comes to building the zip line. The tribe now composed of 3 pupils. As such, there's 1 extra mouth to feed. If Scion's harvesting is insufficient, the harvest hut can be improved to make it more efficient. The first hut improvement reduces the harvest cycle to 2 turns. Scion will be able to bring back food faster. The improvement costs resources but will be permanent. Each building can be improved twice and gains different bonuses. Okay, mental contact from focusing their attention is how we found it. Okay. Peep joins your tribe. They're hurt. Don't forget to heal them. You can heal them. How do I heal them? How do I heal them? I would be kind of happy to know how to heal them, chat. How do I do that? Okay, so you need to build me the mobile harvest hut there. And you are going to go harvest wood. Okay. Okay. We'll try the upgrade in a moment. Oh, there was food over there. I could have actually built it where he was. I didn't see that. Okay. Woodcutter level 1. Wonder if I'll keep these. So we've got an upgrade on Sylvie, who has already harvesting bonuses. I don't know what this means. What is the 25 book? Is this a time reduction? Experience. Got it. Probably fine, but for this tutorial I'm just going to take what's immediately beneficial. Okay. I need an engineer. Need something. Alright, so we built this or no? Constructing still? Okay, now it's constructed. We just got to level up. Engineer, great. Alright. Plus 10 experience per harvest cycle for mobile buildings constructed. Mobile buildings constructed by this people are now more compact. Alright, let's go with experience. Okay. Alright, he is now available. So you are going to build... We need to... Get more wood, which we're harvesting there. We want to upgrade these. How do I upgrade this? Upgrade harvesting hub. Instead of repack. Yeah, that's what I want. It costs wool and wood. Okay. How much of each? 140.60. Alright, so you are going to... What else do I have? I have another mobile building. Can't remember what it was. Caravan, right? I guess I could look. Pasture. Nice. Alright, so we want to build a pasture here. What are they doing right now? Returning resources this round. What are you doing? Okay. Alright, you wish to be assigned to this. For efficiency. We're going to need this to be more efficient, I guess, because of food issues. To upgrade this, we need to get wood, which we have, and this, which we're going to do in a minute. So how many more turns to build this? 4 more turns. I wonder what it takes to harvest there. Can I harvest immediately? No building available to gather this resource. I guess I can't. Okay. We lost one of our pepkin resources. It's fine. We have one more turn there, and they've just returned. No, this turn they'll return. Okay. All right, we want to go here. Can they only each? Can only one use it at a time? Hold on. I think only one can use it at a time. We need stone too. Oh, we haven't salvaged the last of those too. Could be useful. All right, let's go find the last one. Okay. Why am I taking damage? Because I don't have enough food? Shit. Why do we not have enough food? Because this just isn't giving enough. I think we're going to die to food. Yeah, we're definitely dying to food. Okay, let's hope I don't have to restart the entirety of this and just restart this location. So we placed it in the wrong order. Okay. Alright. I have to restart the chapter. It's fine. Get better at it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Harvesting the bog with my food hut. I don't know what that means. Alright. So we gotta go here. Choose the map to start. Sure. I almost want to... The tutorial is kicking my ass right now because I keep trying to jump ahead of it and not doing exactly what it tells me in the exact order it tells me. Okay. All right. Okay. Obey, exactly. All right. Found the guys we're looking for. Okay, we'd like to reinstall that. Sure. Now we gotta build the mobile harvest hut. Alright, we need to look at what the cost of those are when we can. Okay. Mobile harvest hut costs 20, 20, 30. So we need a little bit of this. $20, $20, $30. So that's 40. Now we need wood. Okay, there's some of it. 20. Do we have enough now? Yeah. Alright. Mobile harvest hut. Alright. Now we need some wood. And we need some, what are you? Gathering for 2. And now we can go to there. Okay. Alright. Got a level up on fruit gathering. Great. Okay. So our fruit harvester got better. Still getting wood for the objective. I think he's harvesting food. He is. Okay. This was much faster when I did it exactly as the tutorial told me to do it. Just gonna put that out there. Guess we can bring wood to our next location. I guess we should harvest as much of this as we can before the timer runs out, since the timer resets at locations. Alright. Alright, he just returned. We're gonna go grab the sheep. Okay. Okay. Ate all the woods there. Returned it. There's more trees there. Oh, what happened to food? Shit. It's totally messed up here. Chat, I got, oh god. I got lost. Hey, Poseidon. Cut divorce, sold your house, switched jobs, and lost 100 pounds. Jesus, that's a couple small life changes all at once, man. Hope you're doing well. We're dying. Okay, we're not dead yet, though. Okay. Okay. There, Arvis. How's it going, man? They just both died! Gotta be kidding me right now. Alright. This tutorial is gonna be the end of me. It's good. It's good to see what we're gonna be up against when we actually play the game. You know, expert Iron Man, no problem. Tutorial. Yeah, the food goes crazy quick. Like, I don't know if some of it rotted or something. I felt like I had a huge stockpile of it. Then I clicked like next like 20 times and then it ended and I was suddenly like starving to death. So I apparently need to watch it a bit more seriously than I've been doing. Sorry, chat. Trying to get through the tutorial so I can play the game for you guys, and kind of annoyed with myself that I'm screwing this up. My bad. My bad. That's right, Arvius. Iron Man. Alright. Scion to Pepkin harvesting. Yes, yes. That's you. Go harvest. Here. You are going there.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
Alex is suburbious. Alright. Okay. Hold on a minute. So, okay. Yes. Mobile building. Great. Unpack it. Yes. Now you. Unpack it. There. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Arius. So we're building this, harvesting food. All right, is this done? Yes. Need to harvest wood, and we need to harvest a little bit about this and a bit of wood for the next part. So we'll do that. I think it was just 40. And then we can go harvest wood there. Okay, I think now I can build the mobile construction building. Mobile gathering. Yeah. Okay. I'll drop that there. Okay. Now you are gonna go to these. We'll wait for him to return the other one. Great. And now you are going to go utilize that. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Got a promotion on Scion. This is the amount of food, which is 100% going to happen because I keep running out of food and dying. So we're going to make that happen. Okay. I haven't played it yet, Arius. I don't even know what it is, but possibly. Yeah, I'd be up for something. All right, both my people working. Fruit gathering and wood gathering. Yes. Okay. All right, we shouldn't be able to starve to death now because I'm actually harvesting food. Okay. I don't know if I told you, Arvius. I'm at an office. I had to rent an office. I still don't have internet at home, so I actually don't have evening access until next week. But maybe once that's happened. All right, chat. So we are harvesting everything on this map because I want to go into the next map with as much resources as possible. It's kind of a little bit like Homeworld-esque for that, right? Like how much time you want to spend just harvesting out the area. And there's going to be a limit to how much I can bring just because of how much space there is in the caravan. Alright, so I'm going to let him go back with this wood. And then I'm going to drop him over there to harvest this. Because I need that as a resource. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we need. Are we out of stuff now? No, there's more over there. Okay, I'm going to try to get one more set of wool, and then we're going to go. Okay. One more. Oh, who's that? We depleted the wool. Never mind. Alright, I guess we're going to go now. So we're technically set up to go. So I think then it's click here. No, it's not. It's click here. Click there. Said we're ready to go. We're going to bring both of our buildings, our mobile pasture and our mobile harvest hut. And we're bringing all the resources that we overstocked, having learned our lesson from understocking. Alright, and then we're leaving. Okay. Alright, so we're going to the eye. That's fine. Alright, let's try to actually pay attention to the objectives so we don't screw this up. Alright, we're going to move this guy to there. 2 resources we care about here. Could even move 1 further. I don't know if I can unpack in the turn that I move, though. I think I have to move in intervals of 2 for maximum stuff. So I think we're going to just settle. Alright, my builder is here. It's going to go ahead and drop the harvest hut down. I don't want to build it. I want to drop the harvest hut there. And my other guy here, Scion, is actually going to explore for just a second. How many turns to build? A while. 5 turns. We probably have 5 turns of food stockpiled, so we could do some scouting. So let's do that here. Okay. Okay. We're going to let Crack explore those because that's what he wants to do. And then we have how many turns left on this? 3. So we're going to head back there. Okay, finished our mobile pasture. Let's go ahead and start harvesting it with Scion. I don't know how much upgrading it costs. It's not available yet. Find and visit the 3 remains of the ancient forest. Okay, so now we're harvesting, at least harvesting food there. Crack can go and explore this. At least we're not going to starve to death while we're doing this now. Okay. Transform into a permanent sawmill. Sure. Still eating food pretty quick here. Exploring, we have the mobile pasture, which we should plant. I guess I could do that now. It's next to 2. It's not a real strong reason not to, I don't think. Give them a little bit more time to get food stockpiled before we let the 3rd person out. Seems reasonable. So we have a packed pasture, which we can put there. Crack has a gluttonous trait. Not wrong. Alright, pasture down. New trade bonus allowed here. Should take that. Okay. Experience or more compact. Let's take more compact buildings, it's fine. Alright, presumably now. Okay. Let's go get our 3rd worker. Wait, did I miss a ruin? Or maybe it spawned somewhere else. Okay. Remains discovered here, sure. Alright. Remains can contain bad surprises. Mobile buildings are damaged and may be destroyed by vagaries. Crack can repair them and gain experience as a builder. Repairing a building takes resources proportional to the original construction cost. Whenever a building has been completely destroyed, there's no longer a way to repair it. The building is lost along with all of its improvements. Muffled sobbing guides Crack's footsteps into this abandoned building. Though they make their way even further and seem to get even closer, the corridors remain devoid of life. Unable to determine the source, Crack calls out. The sobbing ceases instantly and a surprised voice resonates in their mind. Who are you? Your fellows have left me here so long. They always leave me. You're no different. They want to leave, don't you? Or you want to leave, don't you? Indeed, my voyage is not over. Stay. Longer. Just a bit longer. All mobile buildings are damaged. I just deployed 3 mobile buildings. Feels fucking bad. Alright, so I want to repair that. I don't know what damage to it does. Does it reduce its efficiency? Does it not work while it's damaged? Ugh. Yeah, dude, it is not cheap repairing buildings. Look at this time investment. Got another fruit laborer bonus. Make him eat less food. Are we actually doing this or what? Oh, waiting for resources. Shit. Okay, so he's just been sitting there for 5 turns. Also, where's the last location that we haven't explored? In the middle. But unexplored tiles are white. Left of the lake. Well, there's a bunch of lakes. A. The thing is, oh, that's remains. I didn't notice that. Okay. Thanks. Alright. So we got a new person, which is helpful. We need wood. And what does it take to repair this stupid thing? Do I know? Stone, which I have. Wood. Okay, I can repair that now. Where's my new guy? There. Okay. Pairing was faster. Okay. Gotta level up for our new guy, for Sylvie. Take harvest experience. Okay. That's been repaired. What do I need to repair the other things? Like my mobile, whatever it was. Kind of want to harvest this. Need a stone harvesting building. Can build a regular quarry for 100. Great. Pepkin resource depleted. Still got more there. Not a huge rush. I do need this repaired. I built the wrong one. Rip. Alright. Well, I guess we need some experience building things. What's the other one? Sawmill quarry mine. 100. Slightly awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Can I deconstruct this building? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, wood's just arrived. So now I can build it. Okay. Think I can select the building? Oh, I can. Nice. Oh, it doesn't give me refund though. I think 2 tiles adjacent is fine. 2 tiles away is fine, right? It's the same amount of movement to do that though. Okay, I need to get some of this going. Okay, this guy's still bringing in enough food, which is good. Alright, that's probably enough stone to repair. It is. Okay, level 2 engineer. Excellent. Let's do minus 50 to repair costs. It would have been useful prior to repairing all the things. Did the damage do anything except give Crack more experience? Yeah, it... I don't know if it reduced the ability to use the buildings or not. I don't think I can pack them up, but I'm not entirely certain what all the malices were for that. Okay. Still harvesting wood. Still repairing this. Okay, we just used another food resource. Does that mean we're out? Dude, he's waiting for resources again. Ah, I keep forgetting that. Good thing I destroyed the other building I needed to do that. Do I just not have those resources available right now? I need like the Civ like resource floating thing. I guess I could trade. I do have a market I could build and trade for it, I guess. Alright. Where's my packed market that I brought? There. Oh, it wasn't a packed market. South Mountains have stone. These things? Okay. Thanks. Alright, so I've been standing around doing nothing again because I'm bad at the game. Easy, easy. Let's do it. Let's build the right one. This is a quarry. Build a quarry here. Okay. Taking a lot of sweet time, but it's a tutorial. What are we doing here? We're harvesting from a bog now, so it's slower probably, and we're actually starting to starve. It's not great. So this is done. Okay, I got enough stone to repair this now. Still don't have enough wood to leave. I don't trust food. Who doesn't have anything to do? Did you finish repairing it? You did. So bring that in for us. Okay, out of food resources. Can we harvest the other one? No, because the building that builds that is currently taken care of. So what are they doing? There's more harvesting way the hell over there. I see. Alright, we're gonna give him 2 turns. Alright. You are returning that. It's fine. Okay. We're gonna unpack this. We're gonna build it here. You who've already moved there are gonna harvest this. And Scion is gonna go to there. You're down to 87 food. You can harvest this. Becoming a gatherer. Troll, 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 troll. No. Chat. Uh-oh. Alright, now harvest this. And harvest that. Okay. Leave ASAP. We don't have enough wool. We're still harvesting wool. We need 200. Taking damage. Okay, we have enough now, technically. Alright, let's go. Okay, we're bringing everything. Okay, that was a much harder tutorial level than I was expecting in terms of screwing it up the first couple times. Kind of shows you the type of stuff we're going to be doing, though. It's going to be like which things to prioritize when and how to get that efficiently. All right. You know by now that pupils love food. Some of them have very refined palates. Learn to prepare delicious and nutritious dishes and improve your pupils' culinary talents. Meet nice pupils and recruit Billy the Baker in a joyful adventure of buddies and taste buds. Okay. Pupils are omnivorous. They eat almost everything. They go to prosperous regions where food is never a problem. In some regions, the lands are dry and agriculture is not an option. In those areas, all tribes have a trapper. In other regions, game is rare. Pupils in those areas generally grow crops and don't eat meat. But throughout their exodus, pupils must learn to adapt to any biome they come across. They eat what they can find. Between two halts, they often walk for a long time before being able to stop and restock. They often need to leave with a large stock of food to not fall ill during their travels. Often, the smaller tribes carry fruits in their bundles, enough to keep everyone fed. But as soon as a tribe gets bigger, it's not uncommon to see new silhouettes. Pupils become cooks and prepare much more nourishing rations. Okay. Since the beginning of the Exodus, Raja, you, and Sudas have only eaten raw pepkins. None of them have ever had to cook. However, during their voyage, they excitedly spoke about all the succulent dishes they would find in the great meeting, such variety, such flavor. The three travelers can't wait to get to the Eye with large banquet tables and joyful songs. Sudas is particularly looking forward to the prospect of meals, sometimes even dreaming of banquets and fresh hot loaves of bread passing between hands. Here is your caravan, along with the three pupils. The tribe has just arrived at the halt and has chosen a strategic location to set up. They still have some pepkins in stock, but they won't be enough to feed everyone before leaving for the next map. Select the map. Alright. Not hobbits. You guys ever read, crap, I can't remember the author right now. It reminds me of Primes a little bit. Anyways. But yes, nomads. And with a water cycle. I read a fire cycle book. One of Ian M. Banks' stuff had a setting where the world, every so often, the world burned with a wave of fire that walked like roamed across the earth essentially. And we have a wave of water. All right, so we are going to here. We have to go through two locations. This one requires food, refined food, wool, and ore. Sure. Alright, tribe needs to prepare 300 rations to make it through the pass. Given the resources at this halt, Raja has already built a bakery. The bakery is a building that lets you make rations using cereals. Bread is a base recipe that all pupils can make. Build a farm to harvest cereals. Grains, probably. Okay.
You have returned.
Kine Angle, thanks for the 23 months, man. Alright, let's take a look at our skill trees. What do our people do? This is Raja. Gets better ore and stone and working towards more experience per cycle. Yuj has stuff hidden under here, but it looks like wood and food. And Sudas has construction. Okay. All right. So, I've already forgotten. This is my best gatherer. Yuj. But Beth gatherer for weird stuff. That's Raja. Okay. Food gatherer is Yuj. Okay. So, I wish to... What was this? This is a bakery. Assign a people to a bakery and they will start making... They'll start transforming one resource into another. Okay. Consumes wood. Best builder here. What buildings do I have available to me? Quarry, sawmills, mines, and pastures. Harvest hut, farms, and bakeries. I want a mobile harvest hut. and possibly a farm. Must be placed on fertile soil. I can bring mobile, I don't want to do this. Can I back out of this? Shit. Okay. That's fertile soil. Okay. Best stone gatherer. Just gather some wood probably for now. Okay. Alright, built our farm. This is the quality of cereals on this fertile soil hex. When it reaches 0, the hex will no longer be usable for grain. You will need to build a farm elsewhere to keep harvesting grain. Okay. This is our builder. They are returning resources, and they are returning resources. I could put our builder there, but I think our builder needs to build things. I wanted some mobile building, didn't I? And what is the mobile version of the harvest hut? It requires 2 resources we don't have right now. Okay. Alright, we need to do a little bit of exploring. Okay, 2 people returned. Probably okay for wood for a second. Let's go harvest here. Okay. So that's the edge of the exploration. There's a hill and a plains. What? Become a grower, sure. I don't want you. I want you to just bring me this. These people's already doing that, okay? Okay. Now we have cereal. We can start putting people into the bakery. Where's Raja? Right there. Make bread. Okay. Alright, they're returning that. Recipe of bread uses 20 food to produce 36, or 20 cereal to produce 36 food. How are your dudes unique? You spec them differently, Cynoid. They start, when you're starting the scenario, some of them start with different things, kind of like RimWorld workers a little bit. They have different, sometimes different starting stats from what we've seen, like different starting specializations, but you spec them. So it's a wheel, and you spec out of that wheel, so like that. Okay, we need to make sure this is happening. So the problem is we're not actually currently working that. So it's going to be a little bit of a delay. Okay. Why is he not home yet? Okay. Go there. Throw that. You're probably out of resources this turn. So we can have you do something else. Maybe even... Okay. So if we wanted to build... Can we build a mobile sawmill? We can. We need things. Is there wool on this map? We don't know. So we want to explore. So let's go explore. You've returned this. So you're going to go explore too. We still need to keep food here. Become a grower. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, giant wheel is per worker. Yep. Alright. So we can get these other resources. So if I want to invest in some mobile stuff, I probably do want that. Alright. So this is our builder. What does he want to build? A lot of resources here, actually. So wood's the one we're most short. But what do we need for the mobile stuff? So if I want a mobile, like, mobile sawmill, I need ore and wool. If I want a mobile food production facility, stone and wool. Okay, so stone and wool is what we need. Let's go ahead and grab over here. We're going to build a... where's wool? Pasture. Here. And this person's going to harvest wood. Alright, just gotta level up on Sudas, I think. Maybe not. Okay, go harvest wood. Gathering. Go get me wool. Do we have someone who is spec'd at wool gathering? I can't remember. Let's take a look. I don't think so. I think it's this one, which we don't have. Okay. So they can go there. Okay. Okay. Just tanking our food right now. Stop doing that. A friendly caravan arrived at the halt. It's another tribe of pupils on their journey. This caravan is not halting here. They're simply crossing the region. Tribes that meet on the way to the eye often help each other out, so it's always worth the time it takes to meet with other pupils. The friendly tribe will offer help in exchange. Assign a pupil to go meet them. So I need to go back to harvesting food right now. Alright, where are my 3 pupils? I see the one doing that. Where's the one I sent over here? You. Alright, you can go meet with them. Growing for 2 more turns. 2 more turns is going to be too late. We got to start now. Okay. The caravan seeks trade. We don't have any of the things they want. Thinks that maybe you could use a baker's skills. Fuck. Just added a person. We're gonna starve to death in like 2 seconds. Okay. Alright, so we got a baker. Billy the baker. Okay. Oh, we can build better stuff now. Bread is minus 20. This is minus 12. Oh, but cereal and food for 63. Cereal just for food. We need that right now. Fruit puree. Gingerbread. I don't know what this resource is. We haven't seen spices yet. So we're going to go just for some bread right now. Okay. Alright. Who else has nothing to do? Sudas. Sudas is our builder, right? Okay. Sudas is going to build again. We need a little bit more wood. I mean, nothing to do. I just told you to do that. No building available to gather this resource. Only a limited number of people can work the same building. So because we have the caravan, because we're harvesting this, we can't do that right now. Okay, so we need to go build right now. We need to actually build the mobile. I think we're short. We gotta go get some of this, right? But we can't because we're using the same building. So this guy harvesting food prevents anyone else from harvesting that. I don't think I can build a mobile thing right now. Peoples without housing can't work. We can't have more workers than available places. I don't understand. Where's my housing come from then? Did I miss a housing build? Okay, but so I only have 3 people. How do we get more housing? Camp. Aha! Thanks. Alright, did we already harvest this thing? We did. 50 and 50. We have 50 and 50? We do. Okay. Thanks. So, but I can't use the person who should be building it because they're currently... I guess, hold on. Can I make Billy not become a baker? Can I cancel Billy's stuff? And actually have my builder build that. Who is here? No, it's Billy. There's builder. Yes, I can. Build a camp. Okay. All right. Billy can move to here. Taking damage because we don't have enough food because I wasn't expecting a fourth guy. Alright, camp is done. Thank God for that. Alright. Billy can now make bread. And Sudas can go get wood. Okay. So now we built bread. Should we get a more efficient one in a minute? Let's see. Okay, I need stone and wood. We're getting wood right now. Wood is done. Do I need more of this? Yeah, we need a lot more of this. Okay. Okay, so now we maybe... So what do we need? We need stone for this? We need stone. Not ore, stone. So 100 wood lets me build a stone production facility. I can do one more round of this, I think. Oops. No, yeah, I can. I need one more anyways because we're cooking. Okay, now Billy is preparing. Does he need wood this turn? Let's find out. No, it didn't look like it. Alright, so you are going to go build me a quarry. And there is okay. Everybody else can keep doing what they're doing. We're out of cereal, so maybe not that useful. Let's see. Alright, we done here? Yes. Okay. Now that we have that, we can actually harvest a bit of this. And this is going to let us get the mobile harvesting, which sets us up for the next stage. I think. Are we just standing here, Billy? We're waiting for resources. Are we not harvesting one right now? Shit. Thought we were. Okay. Okay. I don't visually see the slacking workers yet. Okay. Quarry done. I want to work with stone. Cool. What was it for the mobile? Wasn't a lot. 20. Okay. Out of food again. Shit. Alright, Suda's a level 1 engineer now. Yeah, we're still gathering wool. It's a good point. Probably don't need that forever. Alright, let's take a look. So, level 1 engineer on Sudas. More compact buildings. Seems okay. Alright. This guy can be done. Turning resources. We'll give it one more turn. Cancel. Who's not doing something right now? Gathering resources, going to work. Returning resources. Wait, what? He just built it in one turn? Okay. I can live with that, I guess. So we want our baker to bake. So I guess I'm going to go harvest wood temporarily. more. One more for that to return. No. What are you doing? Going to work. I don't see you going to work. I see you just standing there. Did it already come back through? Yeah, well, what I want to do is I want to switch Billy the baker to go bake. Because that's what Billy does. And I want to switch the baker over. Or this girl over too. Yeah. Go grow. Yeah. Is that a level up? I think it is, but I think it's one of the ones, the first levels of the stuff don't prompt you to choose. Okay. Okay, that's the next wood harvest done. We're gonna need some more of this. So we don't have any stone yet, so we're gonna have to get a stone harvesting building. Or harvesting building. Can I build another mobile one? Need stone. Can get stone. Okay. Farm might be fully spent. It's at 170 right now, so I don't think so. I'm a little concerned about this. This is probably waiting for resources. He's preparing. Now he's waiting for resources. Okay. I have a stone building next to the bakery. Yeah, I'm not building though. I'm just harvesting, dude. I just have to go collect it is all. Alright, so we have... We need wood while we're waiting. Okay. We change to a different recipe. Yeah. Alright, what was the cost in this stupid thing? $80. Okay. Yeah. Alright, up to 80 of this now. You're gonna go build me a mobile quarry. A mobile mine. Okay. Okay. Finish building mine. Okay. So we can now pack this up. 10% stone per cycle. What? Okay. Have you cleared this tile yet? No, there's 375 left on that. You can go harvest this. Or we could build another one of these. How close are we? 35. Actually, we should do that now. Let's build another. So I'm investing. We have two to go, chat. So the goal is to build as much as we can here ahead of time. Go there. Okay. Where is this guy? Billy is gathering resources. Good. Okay. Cereal resources depleted. I think we can delete this now, right? Alright, you are going to gather wood. You already come back, you already gone. So you're gonna go bake again. And you're gonna bake us anything using just cereal for now. That's fine. You're gonna go gather wood. Okay. Alright, we built this. You're gonna go deploy the building we wanted, which was the mobile, whatever the hell it was. This one. You're there. Takes a while to build, apparently. Okay, I need someone who's good at harvesting stone. Or ore to do that. I think it's this guy, right? Best grower, best stone gatherer. Is that stone gathering the same as ore? It is. So it's ore and stone. So we want to let one more, so you can go to there. You just returned. No, you are returning. Okay. Now you need to go grab that. You need to grab this. We got 2 mobile buildings out of this. We've got plenty of food. We're just missing this now. You're out of cereal, which is fine. We can change the recipe here. I think this becomes this recipe. Puree. Okay. All right. Okay. Coming close to when we can safely be here. But we got a bunch of level ups and a bunch of mobile buildings to bring with us. So I'm pretty pleased about that, I think. As well as accomplishing our objective, at least in a minute. Okay, we can leave whenever now. We don't have to pack up the stuff. We can fit it in there as it happens. 720 food. I wonder what our room looks like. All right, but let's run a couple more turns here. 3 more. Okay, like that. What's the turn timing on here? Preparing. So I think we're good here if we want to pack up, which I think we do. So now let's go to our location. We want to go here. We want to bring... Wait, these are... I built the bakeries mobile? Okay. So that took up all of my space. So we're leaving a lot of food behind, but we're bringing 500 prepared food, right? So that's okay. And we get to bring all of our stuff. I don't know how this system works or the way it fits. Like, I probably can get better space out of this if I build it differently, but I'm not too worried about it right now. There is probably inventory Tetris in there. Yeah. Can I Tetris a bit? I mean, probably. I don't know what the other spots are. I can move stuff around like in here. Oh, interesting. Do we have anything that's not 3 wide? If I can move stuff around here, I guess we're going to play with that for a second, because I would like to bring some more of that stuff. I cannot move stuff around in there. It looks like it applies it normally. Although that fit kind of nicely, just randomly. Do we have verticals? So some are horizontal, some are vertical. Wasn't the wood vertical? Yeah. I mean, that's more efficient, so not great. What are these? 4 wide. That's why it wouldn't fit previously. Each one takes up a different set of space. I can click and drag. I can. Are you sure? Oh, I can. Nice. We don't have more of this, huh? Where else can we make room? So that 2 up there, is there any way to take advantage of that? Probably not. Get 1 more vertical there. I don't know how important 32 stone is. can get 6 more food in here if we don't take wool. And these come in stacks of 100. It seems really nice to have food taken care of. I might be overdoing stone. Oh, what is the ore stack as? Vertical 4, it looks like. Not sure there's a lot of value in that. I got a vertical 3 there. There's no way I can get one more spot, right? That would be kind of convenient. Vertical 4. I don't think so. What are these? These are horizontal 3. It's almost a 4x4, huh? House tiles be rearranged. They rearrange as a group, so I don't think so. I have to get a tile back from somewhere. I don't see where it is. So bad at spatial manipulation. Doesn't matter. Move blue and purple 1 to the right. Alright, I'll try that. I'll try that once, chat. Because I believe in you. Blue and purple 1 to the right. Look at that. Someone in chat with better spatial manipulation than me. Fantastic. Now we did lose. We just traded. We traded a vertical here, right? One of the horizontals, rather. Okay. I'm just going to take this. This is probably good enough for the tutorial. Let's leave. Yes. Alright. The eye is so close you can almost see it, but an endless plain separates the tribe from the protective cirque. Sudas knows that trying to cross the plain without preparation would mean saying goodbye to the banquets. Alright, so we're going here. We want to go there. Requires 500 food and some other stuff. Okay. Alright, I think we have 4 again. I don't know if the camp was deployable or not. Like, did the camp come with us? I don't really know yet. Alright, let's go there. Can we set up here? No. No, go! Don't end turn. Oh. Okay. Okay. We did just spawn 4. And we only have room for 3, so I have to immediately build that. Okay, I don't remember what my people do. Raja is best grower, best stone gatherer, best gatherer. Okay, where's my builder? Build. Alright, we're gonna build our pact. Oh, camp is. So I can just immediately build the camp. Nice. Okay. So we're gonna build the camp so I can get that happening. And make a mobile house. I think that's what I was wondering, but it looks like the camp was. So. Alright, meanwhile, we need to start gathering food. Best grower, what's the other one? This is our chef. Yeah. I think we just start gathering wood with that. Wait, why does it tell me that people has nothing to do? Suda supposedly has nothing to do. Pact. Camp. Won't do it. Do I not have resources for it? I thought if I was unpacking, I don't need resources, so maybe I don't actually have that. I don't remember. Not entirely certain what's going on here. Alright. Okay. Constructing on its own, no. It's already constructed, maybe. I don't know one way or the other about that. Alright, best engineer. We're gonna go build the packed mobile houses. I don't think it brought my packed mobile houses, chat. That's what I think happened here. Because I don't see it. Like, I packed up a harvest hut. Thanks, Ramadala. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be here where it says packed mobile houses. I don't fucking see it, though. Might be tutorial things. Okay. Harvest hut is there. Where is it? Where do you see this harvest hut? Oh crap, I just... Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter for now. Alright, couple of things, chat. I just caught note of the time. I just totally lost an hour for there. Alright, so this was a 2-hour promotion from 2:30 to 4:30 my time, and it's now 4:50. And more importantly than that, because I was totally playing that and I was doing fine with that, which is I have to be out of this location by 5 p.m. each night for a couple more days, until at least tomorrow. So, alright, I need to end the stream here. Anyways, so let me just quickly go over a couple things for you guys with this, since this was sponsored content. This is called As Far As the Eye. As you guys can see, it's roguelike, as well as turn-based strategy with resource gathering. If you enjoyed it, you can type !AFate in chat to find it again. One more time on the way out for these. Thank you very much to Unexpected and Goblin Studio for sponsoring the stream. And the links are both here in chat. And let me know if you have any questions about it yourselves. Anyways, hopefully this one wasn't too bad as sponsorships go. Again, it's right in my alley. I really appreciate doing sponsorships that are simultaneously things that I'm interested in and that fit the channel, like this one. So we'll get to promote a game. The game looks pretty cool. I like the atmosphere a lot. Looks like there's some build order stuff going on in terms of prioritizing resources when. I like the tech tree stuff. In a couple hours, we're just touching the surface of this in 2 hours. So there's definitely a chunk of content here. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys. I will be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. U.S. Central. Pretty cool day today. Got some Crusader Kings in. Got to play with my wife a little bit. Got to play this game here on stream. Check it out. Pretty good overall. I think tomorrow will be Battle Brothers, possibly mixed in with some CK3. I'm not sure what yet. But 8 a.m. tomorrow. Got a great raid from Arumba. If you haven't followed Arumba07 on Twitch, you definitely should, especially if you enjoy the CK3 stuff. He does Paradox games all the time. Arby's poked his head in here for a little bit as well, and I'm going to host a friend on the way out for the end of my stream here. So let's see who is around. Actually, not a lot of streamers I follow online right now. Weird. Okay. Then I think I'm just going to auto-host a team member then. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Glad you enjoyed the interaction with my wife. That's part of the point of that, is to have some play on that. So, have a good night, guys. Later.